Today is April 4th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live, presented by Royal Banks, Missouri, and Munganess, St. Louis Acura. I am Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey. Rammer, the Cardinals last night lose 8-4 in a game where they allowed 3 home runs. Paul Goldschmidt hit his first home run of the year, and I don't know if Austin Riley's first home run has landed yet.
Boy, that was absolutely crushed. Yeah, the Cardinal offense keeps going. Now, the home run was their only extra base hit out of 12 hits, and they had 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. That's pretty good. You might check me on this. I don't think Donovan Osborne has a walk yet. So just early on, couple trends.
Brendan Donovan.
What did I say? Donovan Brendan?
No, you said Donovan Osborne.
Oh, Brendan Donovan. Thank you. That guy didn't think Donovan, the former rock star from the 60s. Anyway, doesn't have a walk yet. 3 or 4 games. You go 4 games, you don't have a walk, no big deal. But let's just keep an eye on things to see if the newfound power doesn't take away from on-base percentage. Just little things to say, okay, let's watch this. Now, having said that, he and Burleson both were absolutely hosed on horrible strike 3 calls that were multiple inches outside the strike zone. Just as bad as you can make a strikeout call. And don't know if it would have changed anything. Who knows? They might have swung and missed if it was over the plate. Of course, they might have hit a home run.
The Burleson at bat, that was a big at bat. I have not gone, and I can look right now and see what the MLB umpire, the Twitter account, the umpire scorecard account looks like for that. But I would not be surprised at all if the Alec Burleson at bat was one of the key moments of the game, because the Cardinals had something brewing in the moment. Yeah, sure enough. So if you haven't followed, if you are a baseball fan and you're interested in something like this, check out at UMP Scorecards, UMP Scorecards on Twitter. Every single day they put out the numbers. They'll put out all of the stuff for the information for the home plate umpire for the day and look at how they did in that game. Tony Randazzo, the home plate umpire yesterday, according to this, was 93% accurate with his balls and strike calls. They show all of his missed calls yesterday. He was 85% called strike accuracy. The average in Major League Baseball is 88%. And sure enough, Rammer, the number 1 impactful missed call in the game yesterday, bottom of the 8th inning, McHugh to Burleson, 2 outs, runner on first and third, 2-2 count. A ball was called as a strike.
I love all the stats and data, but didn't I already tell you that?
No, I'm just saying. I'm backing you up. I'm telling you. Yes, no, and I'm telling.
I like to be the old guy, the anti-stat thing. That's like. By the way, the graphics for Bally's, they're terrific, really fun. I don't need to know that a home run was 105. I know he hit the crap out of it. Tell me about ground balls getting through or not through. Because we know when you hit a ground ball 90% or 90 miles an hour, that's going to go. You're going to hit over 300 if you do that. So don't give me the obvious. Yeah. But I was just teasing you about the ump call. The other one, and I forget the situation, just a horrible one on Osborne. And the reason that may or may not be critical. Oh yeah, Brendan Donovan. See, now you got it in my head. For Brendan Donovan is he's the leadoff guy. He's the catalyst. And you punch him out on a pitch outside the strike zone, that is critical to this lineup.
Well, much like Donovan Osborne, both starting pitchers tonight are left-handed.
I'm trying to guess.
Dylan Dodd, Steven Matz is your 2 starting pitchers for today. So 2 lefties on the mound. Here are your lineups. By the way, more on Dylan Dodd here in just a bit. The Cardinals lead off tonight with Tommy Edman. So nor Brendan Donovan and Donovan Osborne not in the lineup tonight for the Cardinals. Dylan Carlson, he is in left field. Paul Goldschmidt's at first. Nolan Arenado's at third. Wilson Contreras behind the plate. Tyler O'Neill in center field. Jordan Walker is in right. Juan Yepes DHing. Taylor Motter makes his first start as a St. Louis Cardinal. He will be playing second base tonight and batting ninth for the Redbirds. For the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. is in right, Matt Olson at first, Austin Riley at third, Travis d'Arnaud is DHing, Ozzie Albies at second, Michael Harris II is in center, Sean Murphy behind the plate, Orlando Arcia is at short, and Kevin Pillar is in left field for the Braves. Dylan Dodd, from I believe it's Elk Park, Illinois, but he is a SEMO Redhawk. 3 years he spent at Southeast Missouri State Rammer. During those 3 seasons, went 15-8 with an ERA of 4.02, 233 strikeouts to 46 walks during his collegiate career. And that was good enough to get him drafted by the Atlanta Braves in, I saw this the other day and I have lost the what round he was drafted in.
7th?
Was it? I was going to say 5th, so we could just say 6th and not fact check it at all if we choose to do so.
So you read the lineups, but you didn't comment on them.
I hadn't yet, no.
The Cardinal lineup is, man, I would love to have seen somebody who hit that lottery and guessed it man for man. So the Motter thing is a little bit of a head scratcher. I thought he was going to be a guy that didn't play. You don't want to bury a guy, but I just don't know what he brings to the table. Maybe he hit a bomb and the analytics people downtown really know their stuff. Maybe Brendan Donovan, they noticed that he wasn't drawing walks either. Maybe they're just kind of rotating guys in here in the early going to get everybody's feet wet and give them a look. I'm still not that anybody cares, including you and especially Ollie. I still don't get the O'Neill Carlson flip-flop. And I'd be interested in why Walker in right and not left. But those are just curiosities, not really criticisms.
I mean, right now, Ali has said that Jordan Walker, it will depend on the lineup and also depend on the stadium that they're in to where he'll play left or right field. The first 4 games of the season, he's played right field. He knows right field in Busch Stadium. I think maybe you just keep him out there at Busch Stadium and let him that be his home out there. When you go on the road, if you play somewhere with a funny outfield somewhere or somewhere, you need to make a change, then you put him in left. So I just think if he's comfortable in right field, you keep him out there in right field for now.
Does he have a better arm than Carlson?
I don't know that. I'd have to look at the I'd have to look at the analytics of that. By the way, Dylan Dodd, we were both off quite a bit on it. He was a 3rd round draft pick by the Atlanta Braves in 2021, the 96th pick overall out of Elk Grove, Illinois. So I had the Elk Park right. I didn't have the Grove Park, whatever you want to slap on to the second half of that.
The other thing, we were wondering earlier if Nolan Gorman was why we automatically put him in a platoon role on DH, hitting over 500. If there was ever a time to see what it looks like against a lefty, when you're on that kind of a pace, you think that might have been the time. On the other hand, you can say, no, we're going to keep him in places where he can be absolutely successful. So those are the decisions a manager makes.
Funny you should mention that because, Rammer, we talk about the research that we have done leading up to the shows. I have research on Dylan Dodd versus Nolan Gorman from AAA, September 25th of 2022. The game that Dylan Dodd started, Nolan Gorman went 0 for 4 in that game with 3 strikeouts.
Okay.
So that was, I don't know if all 3 of them were against Dodd, but Dodd went 6 2/3 that day against the Memphis Redbirds. 7 months ago when he faced them. So
based on today's lineup, though, it appears, barring circumstances that we couldn't even guess at right now that Gorman is going to be platooned at DH.
Yeah, we don't know what. I haven't seen yet who the Braves are starting tomorrow. I know it was supposed to be Max Fried, but he's hurt now. So it looks like tomorrow. I mean, they still have Max Fried on there. So I thought they put him on the injured list. Maybe they hadn't yet. So we'll see what the Cardinals look like, what Nolan Gorman's role on the team looks like moving forward for that. But if he's going to keep hitting, yeah, if he's hitting 500. You got to put him out there against lefties and see if it keeps playing, right?
Yeah, that's why I was surprised he's not in there. But again, it's the fifth game. And so, hey, we'll just shuffle it around, get everybody a few at bats. Let's see who's hot, who's not. So it's not a big deal.
No, and Juan Yepez is up here now because Lars Nootbaar went on the 10-day injured list. You got to get Juan Yepez some at bats. So it's a perfect opportunity to have Yepez DH. On a night like tonight. Yeah. So I think that's more, I would say it's more of opportunities for guys, and you just kind of throw them out there and you see what happens.
Yeah, because if we did have more data, and let's say it was similar to what it is now, whether you're a right-hander or left-hander or ambidextrous, who would you rather have at bat in a game? Nolan Gorman or Motter?
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, Nolan Gorman, obviously.
This is the early stuff, and lineup nerddom is not relevant right now. May never be relevant, but as we get more data, hopefully it will become so.
Yeah, Nolan Gorman, I think it's been the best DH through the first week of the season in all of baseball now. So he gets those opportunities for sure. We will be with you tomorrow afternoon after the matinee game. Early start time tomorrow before the Cardinals get away and make their first road trip of the season. Until then, Rammer. Oh, by the way, I told you before we started here, bold prediction for tonight's game.
Oh boy.
Jordan Walker hits his first career home run tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
He keeps hitting the ball hard. You saw him last night again, hit the ball hard into an out. He keeps hitting it hard over and over again. It's going to happen tonight. I think it happens tonight. The
wind is out of the south. Get a little lift. Strong wind out of the south carries it out.
Yep.
It's a good call.
Yeah, so if you're on the Illinois side, throw some money on it. I believe it's plus 475 if you want to do so. If you're in Missouri, well, you're in one of the 17 states where it's not legal just yet. We will be with you, as I said, tomorrow afternoon. Rammer, until then, we are brought to you each and every day by Royal Banks, Missouri, and also Mungenast St. Louis Acura. Find them online at stlouisacura.com, or you can go visit them out there in Manchester. They are the nation's only 31-time Acura Precision Team winner. When they started advertising with us, they were a 28-time Acura Precision Team winner. Now they are a 31-time Acura Precision Team winner. They just keep killing it over there at Mungenast St. Louis Acura. We will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy the ball game tonight. For Bob Ramsey, I'm Joe Roderick. This has been another edition of Daily Cards Live right here on ClaibsOnline.com.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.